There once was a man called Bruce who felt no physical pain at all. Bruce always did a lot of extreme stuff that if any other person did it would break their body in half. He did stuff anywhere from deliberately crashing his car to jumping off buildings to impress his friends. He lives alone in the town of Bartford. It's a small town which consists of just one main street and just a few small shops. The only time Bruce leaves his house is if he wants to impress his friends by doing crazy and stupid stunts. It was a typical day in Bartford. The sun was out and the birds were chirping. Bruce and his mates were hanging out down at Main Street. Bruce's friends thought it would be a great idea. Bruce went up and punched a car window as hard as he could to show them and everyone else how he couldn't feel pain. Bruce walked up to a random red car and smashed the window with his fist as hard as he could. Glass shattered everywhere and his friends laughed and cheered for him. All of a sudden an ugly old lady with a hideous nose and warts over her face appeared. She was dressed in a long cape wearing a saggy cone-shaped hat. The ground shook as she got closer and closer. All the little kids screamed in fear and ran away. She screamed at the top of her lungs, "You shall pay for this with your power. I curse you." Bruce and his mates laughed and giggled and thought nothing of it. The lady stormed off viciously, never to be seen again. 2 weeks later, Bruce and his mates decided to meet up down at Main Street. They talked while having a few drinks down at their favourite local bar, the Irish. The drinks kept flowing well into the day, and as the day went on, Bruce's friends got more and more eager for him to do something funny, like run out in front of peak time traffic. Finally, Bruce, after a fair few drinks, decided to run out in front of the traffic. He got hit by a car doing around 90 kilometers an hour. His mates' laughter soon turned into worriness when Bruce didn't get up and walk away from the collision. Bruce lay unconscious on the highway with blood pouring out his head. The car was a complete write-off. His mates couldn't understand why he was hurt. He had powers that no one else had, didn't he? He was untouchable. He didn't feel pain. How could this happen? Bruce ended up surviving, but only just. He was in hospital for weeks recovering. He had 6 broken bones in his body and a fractured skull. After Bruce got out of hospital, him and his mates caught up for a few drinks, like old times. After a few drinks, they finally realised that it was a witch and made him lose his powers. They couldn't believe it. The lady wasn't lying when she said, "You shall pay for this with your powers. I will curse you." It almost cost Bruce his life. Moral of the story, with great power comes great responsibility.